excitement dies down, I just need to say my room is so cute. It's just a vibe. Like, I need to take this vibe home and redecorate my room. I'm staying at Ocean Dreams. This is the room. Like, this is cute. This is such a vibe. The guy basically told me that these oranges are from his garden. Why can I hear an alarm? Yeah, then you've got these little hanging lamp things. Why is there an alarm? A vibe. Then you've got this mirror dressing table situation. Another vibe. Like, this is so cute. Bearing in mind, this apart hotel situation is literally like a 5-minute walk from the beach. I think I'm gonna walk there in a second, but I know it's not far. I know we're pretty much on the beach. The bed, I love this headboard. It's such a, why is there an alarm? Actually, it's bothering me. This headboard is such a vibe. Bed is cute, whatever. My bag's here. Hello, the shower is very cute. Again, it's quite big as well. And then separate toilet and sink. So realistically, there was no intro, straight vibes, first solo holiday. Let's get into it. Going to get some food before everywhere shuts down and I can't eat again. So there's a lot of Christmas decorations, which is a bit strange. Oh my God, why did I just turn off the lights with Asos? That's where I was going. Oh my God. Okay, I guess I'm not going there then. But I am gonna go get some food. So I might just stop the vlog tonight and start again tomorrow because I just need food. Food and relaxation. I just want to say one thing before I go to bed, and that is, them cocktails were very strong. I'm about to take my clippings out, because I am wearing clippings, and then go to bed, and then we'll resume in the morning. I think I'm going to put on some Netflix. I don't know what I'm going to watch, because I'm not really, like sometimes, you know, you have a list of things that you want to watch. I don't have a list right now, so I don't know what I'm going to watch. But yeah, go to bed, and I'll start again 5:30 in the morning. Guys, I am loving it so far. I'm not going to lie, the couples are putting me off a bit, but other than that, it's great. So I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to hear me because the sound of the wave is so loud, but basically I come out here at like, it says sunrise is at like 6:30, so I come out here at like 6. But sunrise has happened, but it hasn't really happened, but it has been quite cute. But when I first come out, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be some like really tranquil like experience, but it was actually quite scary. Because no one was out, and like I was by the rocks, and the sound of the waves hitting the rocks was really loud. So I was just there like, if someone was to creep up behind me, I wouldn't hear them. Essentially I was gonna sit on the rocks, but then I was scared that there was like animals in there. Plus it was dark, so I just walked around a bit. Oh, the sky is so nice. Let me show you the sky. So yeah, I'm thinking, go get dressed properly and just go for a walk. Maybe to Nissy Beach, because I heard Nissy Beach is quite nice. And then hopefully on the way, I'm thinking to walk, I think. Hopefully on the way I can find something to stop and eat. It's really not that warm, to be fair. I mean, it is 7:30 in the morning, but I don't think it's going to be that warm. I think it's going to be like 19 degrees. So it is about 10 a.m. maybe. I'm just getting ready. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm trying to do my hair quickly using my clippings, and then plan is to go and find breakfast and also try and find a boat. Like, I want to go on this boat cruise. Basically, I emailed or messaged the guy that's apartments visa, like the host or whatever, and he was basically saying that even though I can't find one online, sometimes they sell them at the harbour being what's right outside. So I'm just going to go out, see if I see a boatman. I'm going to ask him if we can do, or if he's doing any tours to Blue Lagoon, because I'm on a mission. I want to see the Blue Lagoon before I leave Cyprus. This is where hair samples come in super handy. So, can this rest here? So I'm gonna just, these are getting a bit tangled, especially if I'm traveling, like they're getting a little bit matted. It does look more natural though, as it gets matted. But I'm just gonna wet it a bit and then add some product, and hopefully that will do the trick. I just opened the curtains and the sun's out. That's exciting. I feel liberated, honestly. Got a little bit cute, put a little bit of makeup on. I feel good. Like, I'm ready to, don't know what I'm ready to do because I don't know what I'm doing today, but I'm ready to go out. So I think I'm just gonna put on some lip gloss, finish getting ready. Well, just put on lip gloss basically. Head out and see what today brings. So finding somewhere for breakfast was proving to be extremely difficult. So I came back to the restaurant I came to last night. The food wasn't great, to be honest. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great at all. So a bit pissed off about that, to be honest. Definitely not coming here for dinner. I think after this, also I don't think I'm going to find a boat ride. There's nobody at those boats. There's nobody at the harbour to ask for any tickets for anywhere. So I think what I'm going to do is, today I think I'm just going to go for a walk. I don't want to get lost, but I think I'm just going to go for a walk, maybe just along the beach and see what's like along that side. But yeah, everywhere's closed because it's like Christmas. As you can hear, everyone's playing Christmas music. Everyone's closed. But still, I might just bring my laptop, have a walk along the beach, stop somewhere and then just do some work. So I got an iced white chocolate mocha. I have never heard of this in my life. Quite nice. I just want to speak about what happened earlier on the beach because I put it on my Instagram story, but I deleted it because it sounded really dramatic. But basically, I walked to another beach because I wanted to watch the sunset, but I was tired of the beach by me. So I walked to the next beach, or one of the beaches, and this car, but there was multiple cars, but this car, it's like you can park there and get out your car and walk and whatever. So this car's parked, as there are other cars parked. The guy gets out and he starts walking, and I don't think anything of it, except for the fact he like double looked me, but everyone's doing that. I'm walking along, like they've got like a pathway, like a walk pathway. I'm walking along the pathway, almost back towards my hotel. So I've walked along the road to get to the beach, but now I'm walking across the beach to get to, because I didn't realise you could do that in the first place. So anyways, so I walk past him because I'm walking kind of fast, but also he stops. So he stops and pretends to tie his shoelace and do some sort of weird stretch as if he's on a run. So I thought, okay, is it me? Am I being paranoid?
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am.
So I stopped at the next little bench. There's like multiple benches along this little thing. I stopped at the next bench, or a couple of benches after, and I just sat there for a bit, until he was past me and ahead of me, so I can see where he's going, so he's not seeing where I'm going. Bearing in mind, it's not that busy. There are people, but it's really not busy at all. So you might walk and have a group of people, then if you walk too fast and lose them, you might have to walk for another 2 minutes till you see people again. So anyways, as I said, I'm sat at the bench now and I wait for him to walk past me and then I carry on walking. So he's ahead of me. There's no reason for me to pass him again. So then he slows down and he looks back and he's walking really slow. So I'm like, right, I'm gonna sit down again. So I don't think I sat down, but I stopped and I was just taking pictures of the sunset and stuff like that. He walks all the way to the end, then starts walking back on himself. When I say all the way to the end, there's no end. So he just walks all the way to a point where he feels like, I'm gonna stop. Then walks back on himself. Bearing in mind, earlier on he was doing up stretch like he was about to exercise. I didn't see you run. So then he walks back, and as he's passing me, he's trying to make eye contact so hard. But sorry, I forgot to mention, the reason I started walking again is because 2 white guys were walking ahead. So I thought, I'm gonna walk with them, I'm not gonna lose them. They're going towards my hotel, so I'm gonna walk with them. So then if anything mad happens, I can scream and they're gonna hear me. Unless they were part of it, but I didn't really think that far ahead. So yeah, anyways, the guy passes me back because he's walked back now and he's like, you're so beautiful, so beautiful. But as I forgot to mention, so I'm really bad at telling stories. Forgot to mention, every time I had passed him earlier on, when he's overtaking me and I'm overtaking him, whatever, he was saying things, but I didn't know what he was saying. But now I realise he was saying, oh, you're so beautiful, and looking at me and trying to get my attention. So he did that again. And I was like, thanks. He tried to ask me where I was from, but to be honest, he's the 6th guy today. There's really not a lot of people, it's very sparse. So at this point I'm really annoyed, bearing in mind I know that this guy's actually followed me now. I didn't stop to talk, I just carried on walking, trying to keep up with these guys in front. So then he just walks back to his car and I'm just carry on looking back to make sure he's still walking in that direction. But it just made me a bit uncomfortable, especially because again, there's not a lot of people around, and that kind of stuff wouldn't really bother me in the UK. But here, it just makes me really on edge. Maybe just because I know I'm on my own and stuff. So for the solo travellers out there, that's one to look out for. Just be careful. So I'm currently at a Vassos restaurant and I ordered steak, and I just hope I don't regret it because everything I've ate since being here I've hated. But earlier on I had calamari, and I feel like calamari is your go-to starter when you're not really that hungry. You might have it as like, you know, just to pick at. But I didn't eat any of it. One, it wasn't just the rings, it had like the rest of the tentacles on it, like it was like a little octopus, and I just couldn't get down with that, so I definitely put those to the side. They gave me a free dessert. Cute. So I was gonna go and do shisha and cocktails, but to be honest, I feel a bit uncomfortable. I don't really want to drink any more alcohol. I've only had one cocktail this evening. I had one earlier, but that was ages ago. So I've only had one cocktail this evening, but I just feel like I just need to be more alert because, as I said, like, the men here just do not rest. So in that restaurant, they ended up giving me free dessert, and at first it was just, I went in there earlier, so we were just friendly, and I didn't eat the food that I ordered because I didn't like it. So I thought maybe they're just making up for that. But then he come back and he was like, oh, he had like a paper, and he had like all these different numbers on it. I'm like, what the hell? He's like, we've all made bets on how old we think you are. But it was just weird, basically. That just means you're all just standing around staring at me thinking, oh, how old is she? Like, that's really weird. So yeah, I'm just gonna go home. Right guys, so it's my last day in Ayia Napa. There's a beach called Nisi Beach, which is apparently like white sandy beach. And I tried to go to it yesterday before sunset, but I didn't make it. I might not make it today because checkout is at 11:30 and it's 10 o'clock, and it's like a 45-minute walk there and back. So I'll make it, but once I get there it's straight walk back. So hopefully it's not so nice that I want to stay, because there is no time to stay. However, here is the nice beach, and I think I can pretty much walk along this all the way there. So yeah, I'm tired. I'll check in a bit, or if I see any nice like views, I'll check in as well. But today's actually like hot because there's not as much breeze and there's not as much cloud. Yesterday it was warm, but because the breeze was blowing, it felt cold or colder, and then it was cloudy, so every now and again the sun would go in, plus the breeze was getting a bit nippy. But today there is not a cloud in sight. Oh my god, I can hear things in the bushes. So I'm now in Larnaca, having a very hard time finding where the hell I'm staying. Ah, there we go. Judging from the reception, the big sign that says Jimmy Sweets at the top of the building, I'm expecting my room to be quite nice. So I am 303. Let's see what we're looking like. Okay, I just had to put my bag down because it was actually really hurting my shoulder. I don't know why it's got heavier, but oh, did I forget my water in there? Okay, so yeah, this is the room. So this is the door. I've just come through the door and this is the room. It's actually quite alright, I think. Haven't seen the bathroom yet, so we're gonna see that together. Well, you've got like a little kitchenette area to your right. Straight ahead of you, you've got TV. It's quite nice and modern. A little sofa, nice big bed. Wow, I think is it a king? I think it's a king. And then you've got like almost like a double balcony, which I think is flipping amazing. I wish the view was a bit better, but double balcony, that's very cute. How do you open it? Okay. Oh my god, how do you do this? Cute. Oh my god, the floor dips here and I just stepped. That really scared me. So yeah, I mean, it isn't a sea view, but it's alright. The bathroom, oh, okay. It's not bad, but that screen looks filthy. We're back in the lift. I'm gonna go and find some lunch. I haven't eaten, I'm starving. Then I'm gonna walk to the beach, see if they've got any, like this is definitely more populated than Ayia Napa, so walk to the beach, see what's open, see what bars, restaurants, stuff like that. Cocktail or two, some food. I need some good food. This beach is a bit shit, isn't it? The sand looks like dirt. I just got back to the hotel after lunch. I'm not gonna lie, I'm shattered. Like, I'm so tired. Honestly, I might just nap. I'm just leaving. Honestly, I had a nap earlier. Why are these two behind my ear? That's not cute. I was shattered, like really tired. I struggled to even get up for dinner, but I thought I need to get up because I've only ate once. But I was gonna walk. I'm too tired to walk. My sister suggested I look at how many steps I've done the past couple of days, and yesterday I did 21,000 steps. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm going to Zaphiro's. It's supposed to be like a restaurant for fish. That's what the people said at the hotel or apartment. Thank you. I'm going to Zaphiro's.
Zaphiro's or Zaphiro's?
The restaurant right next to that. And I was thinking, what the hell is it? And I still don't know what it is. But it's so sweet. I had like this little end bit. And I actually want to throw up. Like actually throw up. Jägermeister. So you mix Jaeger with Red Bull.
Okay.
So you have like this Jaeger shot and then you'll have a glass like this.
Alright.
And it will be in there and this will be Red Bull.
Okay.
And then it's a big shot. So you have to shot it all at once.
Okay. So you are taking the like the not glass, the shot of vodka, right? And you have your glass of beer, and you are putting it here, and directly you are drinking straight away.
Vodka and beer mix sounds awful.
Yes, it is death shot. If you want to kill yourself or just jealous your partner or something like that, to do some fucking stuff, you should do chak intuli. The tricks from Nina.
Guys, it's my last day in Cyprus and I have not checked in for the past couple of days, not really. Mostly because I've just been really tired, so I realised when I got to Larnaca that I was just doing the most in Ayia Napa, like in terms of walking around and sightseeing. So the first day I got here, I went for like dinner at a few places and I actually made some friends, so we went out for a drink. I ended up getting back at like 2:30 in the morning. Next day I was just tired, like so tired. I didn't even drink that much. Like at the time I was drinking water because I didn't want to be, again, like trying to just be smart about it and didn't want to be vulnerable. My flight it's about 4:10 now. My flight's at 8:50. I did get late check-in, so I am still at the apartment. A nice view. They were so lovely here, I have to say. Jimmy Sweets. The bathroom could have been cleaner. Apart from that though, like the customer service was really good. Like I had messaged them, I think yesterday, to basically ask for late check-in because I was supposed to ask from the beginning, but I completely forgot my taxi's outside. I've got to go, but last view because this looks so pretty, guys. Yeah, right now I'm just gonna go to Lush Beach Bar, have some dinner. By the time I finish having dinner, it'll be time to go to the airport, so I'll just order a taxi. I've got this like little red bump on my nose that I've had since I got here. I don't think I got it here, but like, I don't know what it is. Like it hurts to touch it, but it doesn't hurt if I don't touch it. But it's just like, it's giving Rudolph and I just don't understand what's going on. I have to say this is by far the best meal I've had. I've only had the start, I've only had one muscle, but it's the best meal I've had my whole time here. The food hasn't been great. And there's a lot of like local places rather than like nice restaurants. But at least that's what I came across, so at least it's good. It's like mussels in like a white wine sauce, but the sauce is so good. So I'm not happy with the fact I just sprang my main out when I might even finish the starter, but really, really good food. Amazing. Best meals I've ever had. It's probably the most I've ate all holiday. Like every time I've ate, it's been the same food. Everything is like chicken savdanyell. It's like Greek traditional food or like Lebanese food. But this was different, so I was like, oh, I'm coming here. But yeah, I ate most of it. It's actually quite embarrassing because it was a lot of food. But that worked out a treat. I've still got an hour until my taxi comes to take me to the airport, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. You just missed that pool, but it was cute. My time, might as well treat yourself. God. Guys, that was meant to be the end of the vlog. I was meant to do a few clips, maybe flying in the air, you know. What am I doing in Pathos, might you ask? I missed my flight and I wasn't late, but basically what happened was I didn't have all the right documents to get back in the UK, and this COVID stuff, right? It's just a lot, okay? It's just a lot. It's not good. But at the same time, I've got a story to tell and it's making me quite like excited about it. Call me crazy. But basically what happened was couldn't get on the flight, whatever not. They made me sit to the side. In fact, I don't even want to show you this hotel room because it is such a downgrade from where I've been living. Oh my God. Okay, so story time. This is going to be the story time area. What had happened was they wouldn't let me on the flight. So eventually the guys took me to they had to take me to immigration. They checked my passport and I was just like, what the heck is going on? No one was really explaining. They kept speaking in their language. They weren't being nasty to me, but they just wasn't really explaining that well. One of them was trying to be nasty to me actually. So there's like 4 men, and not gonna lie, I'd prefer to deal with men than women because women would just be nasty. The other guys were being quite nice, just like, you know, let's see what we can do. Kind of, not really, but that's how they made me feel. But then the one guy just kept being snappy and not really answering my questions. But at the end of it, when there was like, okay, come with me, and I'm like, yeah, so what's going on? The one guy was just basically kind of just being like, just come on. And the other guy was like, no, wait a second. He was on the phone, he was like, I'll explain in a second. So when the other guy seen that other guy was being a bit more accommodating, he kind of softened up and was being a bit nicer. So anyways, he took me to immigration. And again, I didn't know why, so I was just like, my face was probably just a bit like, what the heck? And he was like, it's just normal. The guy that was originally being a twat, he was like, it's just normal, don't worry. And I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Then they took me to the desk and they were trying to get me, see what next flight I could get on. And he waited with me until I found out what flights and stuff, and was kind of like, so basically the woman was mentioning different things and mentioned British Airways, and he was kind of just giving me the no. And sorry, previous backtrack, he had made a joke about one of the immigration officers not knowing good English. He said something like, oh, his English is really babyish or something like that. Whispered it to me. So he properly softened up. So anyways, the woman told me that the next flight, bearing in mind it's 8 p.m. My flight was at 8:50. The woman told me the next flight was 10 p.m. the next day. 10 p.m. What am I going to do for that time? I said, I can't do that. 10 p.m. Where's the British Airways flight? When's that? Because I'll get on that one. Don't care how much it costs, I'll get on that one. The British Airways one was probably, I can't remember what she said. In fact, it was a different desk, and the guy basically said, come back tomorrow, I can't give you any information. I was like, okay, that was very helpful. What are you even sitting at this desk for? What are you here for, sir? So anyway, scrap that. I went on Google Flights because Google Flights is Bay. And I Googled the next flight, which in fact was 10 p.m. the next day. There was a few British Airways flights, for £150. Again, still the next day. Cleared up south here. Bearing in mind, throughout all this at the desk, I'm trying to figure out the next flight. There's 2 black people. So it was young. They're I assume they were probably 18, 19. Turns out they were 21 and 22. So yeah, I'm okay, 2 black people. I feel a little bit safe here. So anyways, we're basically in the same situation. They wasn't allowed on their flight for similar situations. They didn't have the right documents, or the airline didn't accept the documents I had. Whatever the case may be, we weren't allowed on the flight, okay? I know that there's another airport in Cyprus, not Larnaca, but Pathos. So I'm let me see what flights are going from Pathos. So I found a flight. Bearing in mind, all the Larnaca flights, none of them go to Birmingham. So I put in Pathos and I put Birmingham because I'm one of them must go to Birmingham. Found a flight for the next day, 4 p.m. with Jet2. Shout out Jet2 because that 10 p.m. thing was mad. Bearing in mind, Larnaca is so fucking boring. I was over it. I didn't want to stay in Larnaca again. Like, I feel like unless I was going to go to the same restaurant I was at earlier on, I've exhausted all the avenues. I'd go back to Ayia Napa. Maybe I'll do a drive back to Ayia Napa and back, but I couldn't do Larnaca. So anyways, long story short, found the flight from Pathos to Birmingham, which would save me then travelling from London to Birmingham. So I thought, gonna do that. I then called a taxi to see how much it costs to get from Larnaca Airport to Pathos Airport, and they said £100. And I was just like, oh my God, when is this gonna end? However, remember I made 2 friends, right? So we split the cost. I think I ended up paying like £35. So basically, long story short, now I'm in Pathos at the dustiest hotel. At the dustiest hotel. To be fair, it could be worse. Could it be worse? It could be a little bit worse. Until the morning, where I still need to go and find a test. I basically tried to ask the man at the desk today about tests in the morning. He was like, I don't have a clue, just come back tomorrow. But he was a lovely old man. He doesn't have a clue what's going on, bless him. So he was like, come back in the morning and the people at the desk should know. So 7 a.m. sharp, I'll be downstairs asking where I can get a COVID test. But to be honest, I probably might not even sleep. And I know my mum and my sister and my cousin are all going to be so disappointed in me. But guys, at least I've got a story to tell, right? My first solo holiday. And this is how it's ended. Hopefully this is the end of the saga and there's nothing else to report except some nice flipping scenery when I'm in the sky tomorrow, because I can't handle any more. This is just about enough, so no more. However, guys, it's been great. Cyprus has been a blast. I've managed to visit 3 separate areas. One complete fucking accident, but 3 separate areas. Ayia Napa, Larnaca and Pathos. So hopefully I can just get my COVID test, the results can come back and it can all be smooth sailing. Side note, the people that I met from London, their flight's at 1:30, and personally I think that's cutting it a little bit fine in terms of getting results back, but fingers crossed for them. I've got the girl snap, so I'll keep you updated on how that goes. But yeah, I feel like I was a mum of the group today. I kind of rounded all up the troops and was like, guys, this is the plan. So yeah, I feel quite responsible. But yeah.